Control, corner where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Control, corner watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.
From the shadows we move, striking out bright. In every twist we find the light. Breeding the best, gotta have patience in this game. Chondro Corner, where we make our name. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Chondro Corner. Tonight, we are bringing on Jacob. He is the youngest to date guest that we have had on the podcast, but he's already doing some incredible things with some amazing animals. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring Jacob on with his dad, Joe. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi, Jen. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having us on.
Thank you for having us.
Go ahead, Jacob. Why don't you start and introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jacob Cashwell. I'm with Reptile Excursion. These are all my babies. I'm here to talk about them.
And then, of course, Joe. Joe's
I'm Jacob's father. His mentor. Man, he picks up everything. And you know, the time we live in now, there's YouTube with so many podcasts about reptiles. So he learns from me. I've got friends that do reptiles. He learns from them. And then he picks up everything else online. It's actually awesome.
So before we really get into the nitty gritty, Jacob, why don't you take us back to what got you into reptiles?
So we're going back to when I was 7, and we were driving home after we got dinner with me, my brother, and father, and we got a call from Dr. Scott. He's like, "Hey, there's a guy selling a male and a female Western hognoses," and we're like, "Okay, cool. Give us the address, his number," and we called him. Hey, we're on the way, and we pulled up and met the first 2 snakes.
So, obviously we talked backstage a little bit, but did you go on to breed those? And if so, what did that look like for you guys?
So we had a 36 by 18 cage, and we had a divider dead middle, and we had male on one side, female on the other side, and somehow he kept sneaking over. He was a sneaky little fella. And
ta-da!
And they did it, and she ended up having eggs, and sadly she got egg bound. We couldn't get her out of it, so she passed away. And then think about like a few years later, the male passed away.
Did you end up were you able to have any babies from that pairing at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
So we didn't catch her right away. It was a couple days later, and it was rough for all of us, especially Jake. You know, he's young, and that was his first snakes, and that was rough. But unfortunately, that's part of life.
Yeah. So what came after the hognose?
Banana ball python.
Yep.
Oh, so you did what we all did.
I've been doing reptiles for 40 years. He was just starting, so we definitely got him a starter snake. Did great.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good species for people to really wrap their head around, especially if they want to grow.
Oh, yeah.
So did you ever breed ball pythons, or
Nope.
was that just like a family pet?
Family pet.
Okay.
Not to make enemies. It was a temporary phase.
Listen, noted. You're not making any enemies here.
He We still have 2 ball pythons in this house. They were both surrendered to us to help them. Beautiful shape now. They're fantastic, but ball python phase went away kind of fast. He wanted a little more of a challenge,
Yes.
and we gave it to him.
So you beat me out of the ball python phase, but I'm still holding on to it.
Well, we have 2. You want 2 more?
No. I'm trying to still shrink mine down a little bit, but thanks, Joe, for the offer.
I'll give them to you for free.
No, it's okay, really. You couldn't pay me.
Cage and everything.
We'll deliver them.
Couldn't pay me to take them. So from there, where did we go to next?
So we got a big red tail.
Oh, I think I lost you a little bit on the audio.
Oh, he got a little quieter.
My big reptile, red tail, Guyana and boa.
Okay.
So
So I want to say, I think we have pictures of that.
it's just she's
Huge now.
Yeah.
6.5 foot, this big around. Each jumbo rats. Probably eat a few of those, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll have to pull her up later because I kind of got all your pictures piled in here.
Yeah, your father might have sent her a slew of pictures.
I saw them. I'm like,
What is
1, 2, 3,
110
4, 5.
pictures I sent you?
Yeah, something like that.
Close enough.
That's all right. We'll go through them in a little bit. Okay, so you obviously started with her though, when she was super small,
Oh yes,
and you still have
was-
her now.
that big round.
Yeah. Have
That
you
big.
ever bred her? Or is she just Jacob's baby?
Jacob's baby. We were
I love that.
speculations. We were talking about breeding her, but that's kind
Okay.
of like a hit or miss.
That's fair. I mean, if she's just wanting to be a family member, then that's okay to not breed her too, you know. So from there, where'd you go?
My children's python,
Okay.
same age, 4 years old. She's that
That long.
big, that big round. She's pretty much the size that we had Ahsoka.
Yeah, as a baby.
And no plans on breeding her.
No,
Okay. So now from the children's python, where are we at?
I think we got Amazons.
Yeah, so we were looking for. Jake decided he wanted a green tree python, and I found 2 on Craigslist that a friend sent me to Paige saying, "Hey, aren't you looking for these?" And I called the guy, and come to find out they were Amazons,
Okay.
and cheap, $200 a piece. And I told the guy, I'm gonna pass. And then he goes, "Wow, it comes with the cage too." And I'm like, "Yeah, just $400." He goes, "No, $200 for 2 Amazons, the cage, the heat lights, the decorate." I'm like flying to the guy's house. So we ended up with 2 Amazons, 1 Mazikeen, and there's a reason for it. Huh? Yeah. Well, you didn't know the story of me getting them because I just showed up with them. And then Lucifer was the other one, and just mean snakes. And then Jake can tell you about the future of them.
Yep. So we have Lucy over here. Her permanent cage is right there. She's right there for temporary.
Over 6 foot long.
Oh yeah, that big round.
Yeah, big girl.
Yep. So we had Mazikeen. She was about that big when we had her, and she was a little devil. She was the devil, and you can't like look at her and she's striking the cage.
Yeah.
And we have a 2.0 over there, but
Mean snake.
Really?
Yeah. We sold her.
She bye-bye.
Fair enough.
I bled every day from that animal.
Lucy is actually now a sweetheart. She bumps a few times, but
Her
just
name was changed from Lucifer to Lucy because she became a little lady.
yep.
Okay. But she didn't get a little lady attitude still. She was still mean.
Nah, she'll come right out. Just every once in a while, she'll just, but not with mouth open. She just bumps you with her nose like I
Keeps it
can
moving.
if I want to, but she doesn't. She's a good girl.
Fair enough. So we didn't breed those either, right?
Soon.
Yeah, so we have actually Reaper back there. You have a picture of him. We believe that's another male or
Okay.
female. Sorry,
Bought it as a male,
it's a win-win.
another female. And sometimes I
Win-win. Cheaper and you got a female.
Fair enough. So
We-
any
we-
plans to breed them down the road? Like
Yes.
more?
Once we find a male, yes.
Okay.
Got a male you want some?
I don't, but I believe Ian Bessel has a couple of really nice males.
I follow Ian. Yeah.
He's got them on his morph market. He's got a really nice red male that he's got. I don't know if it's proven breeder or not, but it is breeding age. So he's is that going on morph market?
No, I think I'll be pulling him out. Pulling Reaper out. Might see someone get bit because he got bit. Did you get bit?
No.
It was
Oh, beautiful.
Reaper.
So we think that's a female too.
Oh, she's musking.
Oh,
Oh, it's on my face.
no, not my water.
Oh, right in the water?
No,
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hands.
You're fine. Clean up. You're good.
Yeah, we might have not have planned that one out as slick as I thought it was
What
going
did you think was gonna happen?
We're on live. Anything can happen, right? Better you than me because I literally would be like, I would gag.
I swung it over my cup, and I would just want to make sure nothing.
Oh yeah, no, that. Whoa.
You got
It's fine.
no. The alcohol's right there.
I'm like,
Jacob, you can wash the snake poop off your hands, but it's okay.
Yeah, at work
Well,
we use 99% alcohol, so I'm always filling my cups up for.
cut.
And no, I'm not stealing it. I own the company, so
you're good.
everybody's always like when we are cutting stuff. I say we have CNCs at work. I'm cutting this, and like, you're not stealing the plastic, are you? And I'm like, no.
What you talking about? What plastic?
Welcome to the internet.
But yeah, so Ian has a couple meals.
I will have to contact him.
So definitely. I'm trying to think of who else. Dayton, I think posted mail. I don't know if he still has it. It might have been a female. Don't quote me on that. I know Dayton had one available too. That was up in size and not new baby. So, so obviously from the Amazons, where did we go from there?
We got Gomor.
Gomor.
Baby girl.
Dr. Scott.
Yes.
He's an enabler.
Okay, and that's an emerald or a green tree?
Bayat Green Tree Python.
Okay.
And he's going to dig her out, but she's getting ready to shed. So she was so tiny when we got her.
Oh, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
I call her my little.
She's the one with the cross on her face.
Yeah. She's pretty.
The picture I sent you with Jacob with the Xbox controller and that little snake wrapped around his hands, that's the snake.
So that is going to be right here.
Yeah, there you go. Those two were inseparable forever. They were always together. He'd come home from school, just open the cage and tickle her, and she'd come right out. And those two would be all afternoon. I was like shaking my head.
That was his baby. Still is
Yeah.
his baby, clearly. All right, take that one down. And put us back up. Okay. All right, so from there, Must on, Uptown said must on camera, epic.
I missed.
I think
what'd
that's
you
a first. Must on camera, epic.
say? Yeah, of course, us.
I think you guys are first for Conjure Corner.
Hey.
And Chuck said he wishes nothing but the best for these gentlemen.
Thank you, Chuck.
sir.
And Skylar. Let's go, Jacob.
That's next.
Okay.
Right there. You gonna tell a story, Yeti? Your first emerald?
Oh.
Now, let's talk about the emeralds.
Should I pull him out?
No,
No? All right. So,
he's nasty.
We don't mind
but-
must on, but we're not gonna.
yeah. it's
I'll
probably
get a baby here in a minute when you get to the babies.
What the?
You smell in your
Yeah.
hand. Oh, it's still there, friend.
I did it too because I got a whiff of it and I wasn't sure if it was my hand or him. It's
It's definitely his hands.
I think
over
it's
his
mine.
chair, huh?
I think it might be the tray.
Oh, okay.
Behind this market. So
What do you remembered for in the podcast?
We're getting must on. It's
Good
all right.
times.
We all have
Store-
those moments.
You know, his brothers and I are always telling stories about stuff, and Jake's like, "I wish I had stories." Says, "Don't worry, Jake. It'll come in time."
There you go.
There it is.
And it's forever out there in the universe. It's all right. If it makes you feel any better, there's actual videos of me cleaning display cages at a show. And I was literally like dry heaving because I was so grossed out. And one of our other friends that's a breeder caught me on camera and proceeded to upload it everywhere. So
once you have an Ashoka,
Yeah,
all that's just perfectly fine.
the big guy in red tail.
it doesn't matter, small, big, it doesn't matter. It's a texture and smell thing for me. I'm out. It's a wrap. I don't do it. Ask my kids. When they were growing up, diapers were not my thing. I would literally dry heave. So
Yeti, next thing.
Okay, so Yeti's one of the confetti poppers for sheds. If you can see him, kind of it's kind of a little
I could
confetti.
pull his
it's
perch.
okay.
Oh, where's he at?
Actually,
Oh no,
we get
he's
into
in
sheds
shed.
later. I have a shed right here that
Yeah.
the key. I think you saw me pull it out, but we have a shed here. We can show everybody. So Yeti is that one right there. He was my first emerald, and where did we get him?
Daytona,
Daytona.
Craigslist,
Oh yes.
an emerald off of Craigslist.
So the guy sent a few photos to father, and he looked fine. Granted, they were 6 months before we
Yeah.
got him. So we drove there, or he drove there. Father and my older brother Kyle, they drove up to. Hold on. They drove up to Daytona, and Dad pulled him out of the bag, and he's like, "This is not the snake I wanted," or like, "This is not the
that
snake
you
that
showed
you showed
me.
me."
Yeah, not that he
And,
presented to us.
Dad's like, "I can do 1,000."
No,
Oh, Dad went.
he wanted 1,500. I got him to 1,000 before I go to Daytona. When we got there and I pulled him out, I said, "I won't give you a penny over 500." And the guy said, "Okay." Jake wasn't there, so
Yeah.
he's just heard the stories.
Yeah.
But even my oldest son, Kyle, he did reptiles when he was younger also. Kyle said, "He's underweight and dehydrated." I said, "Yeah, that's not the snake." And I pulled out the pictures, and Kyle goes, "It's the same snake. It's just not
the same condition.
right now." Yeah. So the guy had him housed in his garage. So little enclosure in his garage. And now he's a superstar.
Yep. He's actually the father of our first clutch
Okay.
and our second.
Yes.
So he's the father of our second clutch. Oh,
Aphrodite's
It's okay.
that one over there. This one right here. This one right here.
He's looking at the picture, which
We
is
all do
flipped.
So
We're all like,
he's the father of our second clutch right here, and that's the mother of our first clutch, which is the father, which he's the father of the first clutch.
so
And Dad's gonna grab a baby real quick. But
how do you feel about breeding emeralds?
Uh,
Were you nervous the first time go around, or?
it was more that I never done this before. You know, is I was, I was watching, and I think I put Yeti. No,
No, we put Loki in with
put
Hella.
Loki. So we put. We're getting there. We put Loki with Hella, and speculating here, we think Loki is a female. So kind of that worked out that way. So they didn't do anything. They were just sitting next to each other, and then we put Yeti in, and just straight, like, what, an hour? Less than an hour?
he knows his assignment. Where you
Yep.
going, little one?
Cute little baby.
So this is number one. This is female. So you can kind of tell by how the tail. Don't bite me.
Ha
So-
tag.
So he bit me. You can kind of tell that the tail goes from kind of like simmers down,
Gotta get it.
slowly,
Yeah.
kind of like shrinks down slowly, and a male. Actually no, I think it's opposite. Male shrinks down slowly. Female shrinks down quickly.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
it goes.
We have the
That baby
photos.
is all
But
about your hands. Your hands must be putting on
Yeah.
the heat.
I'm the heater. Just they love to bite him. It used to be me. Now it's him.
funny thing is, he bit me in the knuckle.
Yeah,
The
it's
first-
tracking your hand. It's about to get you
He
again.
bit me in the first knuckle right here, just not the other finger. I don't want to show all the blood.
It's
Trigger
tracking
someone.
you, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got bit right here
You're
the
okay.
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
It actually didn't show it very well on camera either, so you're fine.
But yeah, why you look at me?
It's tracking you, that's for sure. You're putting off a scent, something, putting off a lot of heat.
So yeah. So it was more that I wasn't used to it. You know, it was kind of like scary that it was the first time, and I love Hella very much, and it was like I have PTSD of the hognose that got pregnant, and she sadly passed away.
Leave him alone.
No. So I'm kind of thinking about like, I don't want that to happen to my baby. It didn't, and we got him.
Now you're a
Or
grandpa already.
I'm an uncle and a grandpa.
Yeah.
So
So was the second time breeding a little bit easier for you?
Oh, yeah.
So now
Oh, yeah.
you're just an old pro.
Mm-hmm.
That would be this one right here that she is due now.
Yeah.
So
Well, if she starts dropping babies, we'll zoom in and watch.
turn it into a whole thing.
That's it.
Well, there's our hour. Actually, 3 hours.
Well, we'll just leave the feed running, and somebody call me when she's done. I'll wake up and turn the feed off.
That would actually be awesome.
That would be
You know
cool.
what? If she starts dropping them, we'll call you, move everything up to the cage, and you can just do a live stream of
Do a
birthing.
live stream of her giving birth. That'd be cool.
I don't know how that works.
So going into this, did you have anybody who you reached out to, or was it just you and Dad's experience, or what did that look like for you?
So I can't remember who we reached out to.
For
Breeding.
breeding emeralds?
Yes. Was that the question?
Yes.
Okay. Who did we reach out to? I forgot.
I think we just dove in,
All right.
watched,
Meet
read. Was it Reptile magazine?
Yeah.
Has a great article online. And then just watched a lot of videos. I work from home, or I do my designing at home. So lunchtime, I'll watch a video. A lot of people do this. Of course, you know, the all-star breeder is, of course, Ed Marino. Love the guy. I've had 2 questions for him. Doesn't know me from nothing. Guy answered questions. That was awesome. But other than that, just I've had snakes for so long, and I've bred in the past that you can watch their attitudes change. Dr. Scott, with his Parsons chameleons, he actually got me doing this. He got the Weather Channel app and was watching the weather where they're from. And then when we started doing the emeralds, I started doing the same thing from Suriname. I've got one city in the Suriname that's got the Weather Channel, and we started watching that. So we mimicked the lighting, we mimicked the temperatures, we mimicked the humidity. And then all of a sudden you see those boys, they just go off food and they start cruising, and you know, you got to figure out which girl it is. At first, it was just a couple girls, but now it's a little more confusing.
You should have a picture of Yeti actually going up the cages.
Oh yeah, he's the one that's climbing out the doorway trying to get into the cage above it while Jake was changing water.
I have a few pictures, and they're all kind of mixed in here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Even though we sent them in order and then I forwarded them to myself in order of how you sent them, it's still when I upload them into StreamYard, it kind of is just however they upload. So we have a few pictures. So you're gonna have to correct me on who is who, but we have.
Well, you'll see
That's
Yeti.
a female.
Oh yeah, Jake.
That is Aphrodite. That is her. Well, she's pregnant.
Yeah, she's very heavily. She looks nice and miserable.
She's thick.
She is miserable. Poor girl.
Yeah, she looks very miserable there. And you have this one.
Same girl.
Same girl. She's
But-
a good girl.
You could see her. Want me to tell the story how we got her?
Sure. You probably know better than I
Dr.
do.
Scott.
So Dr. Scott sounds like an enabler.
Yeah, he is. It costs me so much time and money, but it's funny. It's for Jake. I mean, it's we love it.
Dr. Scott, you're an enabler.
Scott calls me at 7:00 in the morning, and Scott never calls at 7:00 in the morning, and I actually got, stomach knots up thinking something bad's about to happen. And he goes, Captain born and bred, Kissimmee, 3 years old. And there they are.
I think I would get to a picture eventually. I'm like, where is the picture here?
So Yeti's actually the one that is the more narrow head, the one that you can see, the head that you can see. Actually, Aphrodite's head is more behind the
plant.
Yeah.
She is a big girl, though. Holy cow!
Oh yeah.
We have a couple that are monstrous.
Here we pull out. Hello.
Her the white banding along her dorsal seems like it's much more pronounced compared to his.
Yeah,
she's highlight.
Or if you've seen Jacob's Instagram, we just posted a picture the other day with one of the females that her head is ginormous on the back of his hand. She's so big.
Oh, that was actually Vanessa. She's actually in with Loki right now.
Then we have a couple babies too.
All right, she's the baby.
That's one of these before or after the color change.
Before.
You should have some great shots of babies because you have this one too.
Yeah, that would be my oldest son, Kyle, Mr.
Kyle's
Photographer, and he's got really, really skilled equipment, and we plead with him to come over here to take pictures.
That's a great picture, though. Seriously.
Yeah, Kyle does really good photography. We appreciate it when he comes over and takes pictures, and he's due to come take more.
No, I like that picture a lot.
Kyle, if you're watching.
Your little tiny thumbnail. There we go. There's another one. Who's that? Same ones? Different ones?
That
That's
is
this one.
No, that's
41. It's they all look green with white. That's not. Oh,
yeah,
dots.
it's Loki.
That's Loki.
The one that's hanging closest is actually Loki. You can see the new cow.
The dots on the head.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the one up to the top right,
Where are you going?
that's actually Vanessa. She is actually the head that was compared to my hand, which was actually about that big.
That's awesome. All right, so we know you got some teeth. Let's show everybody these teeth.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Put things in perspective here.
So,
And Kyle said he'll be on his way soon for more pics.
Oh, nice. I didn't even see it.
There you go.
Oh.
So let's just say these, if you know your measuring tape, these are about 1/3 of an inch. You can probably say half an inch. Close.
Awesome.
Smallest one I have here right now is actually this. Let's compare the differences to these. Go on.
You're better than me. I would have been dropping them all over the place. Oh, yeah, there's a heck of a size difference there. No, you can see it. It's picking up.
So, actually.
And we find them every once in a while in a cage. Unfortunately, every once in a while you see one stuck through a lip.
Yeah.
We actually had
That's exciting. On Jacob's Instagram, I'm sitting there with tweezers, and I went yoink, and that snake never even moved. And then there's other times that you go to grab them, I'll grab them, Jake will get it out, and they're not happy at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of you having to hold the snake down, we had Yeti, and when we got him, he had a stuck eye cap.
Oh, I'm sure this was interesting.
That was Father's first experience.
So, perfectly fine. I have him by the head, have tweezers just picking the eye cap off. Perfectly fine. Let him
Snake
go.
didn't care.
Nothing.
Did not give two craps.
There's a little tag, like the belly scale, just hanging from his neck right here. That would go grab it. Boom.
He was not having that one.
He hit so hard, it hit veins, hematoma. He
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, it was unpleasant for about 3
he
weeks.
dug a tooth right here, cut him like a
You look like you went to war.
Oh yeah.
And teachers were probably looking at you like, Jacob, what's going on? Like,
No, he didn't.
No, it got me.
oh, it was Joe. Oh, well, we're good then.
Jake's sitting there putting water on him and got the stuck eye cap off, and he had no problem. Then he hands it to me. I'm like, oh, belly. Click.
It was your approach.
Oh, I guess. How you doing, little one?
I'm telling you.
All right,
I think there's something about me I just don't get it. Minus that child. But
We're going to talk about, before we get into green trees, we're going to talk about a pairing that you guys are doing.
I see where this is going. Yep.
Yeah.
See where this is going.
Okay. So we can explain.
He can explain. It's actually Kyle's fault.
Oh, way to go, Kyle. So, Kyle, not only do you need to get pictures done again, but this is your fault. This is your brainchild.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to say, Jacob, even though it is kind of taboo still, there are breeders out there who have been in the game for a very long time who do dabble in the hybrids. And they do make some amazing looking animals. Okay. So even though it may be a little taboo still, depending on who you're talking to, the floor is yours. Educate us on why you went this route.
So, like Dad said, we blame on Kyle. Well, I thought that was Kyle for a second. I'm like,
No. This is Kyle though. Coolest thing ever.
Well, speaking of that,
Kyle's engaged in this. He's all for it.
Yeah.
So we were Dad was on Morph Market,
Morph Market. Yeah.
and this lady had the jungle carpet, which is the big head, as you can see. She was going on a bid, and Dad put in a bid. Somebody bid. No, did it.
Well, it started because Kyle wants a Carpondro.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, big female.
And also,
Oh, she big.
we had a little one. R.I.P. I left the door open and yeah, it's
Talk about this.
yeah. So
Focus on this one.
So that's Gamora, and that is Harley Quinn, which is the jungle.
Okay.
And Chet, you're looking over here right now. So
Food.
we got her. She's very spicy, by the way. Or not anymore, but Kyle wanted a Compondro. Dad kind of wants a Compondro, and it was just to say we bred a Compondro, and she wants to breed really bad, to be honest. Just nobody.
Is he
Draco.
not doing the job?
Draco and Gamora are not doing the job. So we don't know what's about it right now. Don't know if it's just because she's quadruple their size or if it's just, I don't know.
I mean, so at some point it'll happen, right?
Yep.
Let me take this down.
Scott just messaged me, pin cushion.
So at some point it'll happen. So obviously you guys plan on keeping at least a couple of the babies back.
Yes.
That's fair.
Absolutely, 100%.
Have you scoped out anybody else's Carpondros that they have out there, that they post on social media and stuff?
There are some spectacular animals out there. I mean, jaw-dropping. It's like, now and Kyle's the one that started it. Kyle's like, oh, you got to get one of those Carpondros. And then I started looking at them like, oh, yeah.
They're fantastic. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into green tree breeding real quick. Trauma is actually supposedly a female, so we were kind of hoping that would go when she's old enough. We also have Lois and Quagmire, which are our Arus.
Okay. And
they're-
one Manrakari, Athena.
Manrakari.
That's
Athena.
tiny.
Yeah, she's pain in the boot.
She's tiny, but she'll get bigger, and we'll
Yep.
get a male for her.
Yeah. Well, I'd be interested in your Carpondros. At that point. Only because I think they're amazing, and I'd love to just have one in my collection, just to have one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Even though they're kind of controversial, they're still just beautiful
Listen.
snakes.
Yeah.
they're beautiful animals. You're gonna find that some people are either cool with the hybrids, people are not cool with the hybrids. There's not a lot of people that are middle of the road with them. But I mean, you can have the same arguments for everything, for racks or no racks, PVC or glass, or a Tupperware tote, or live or thawed. It's with everything in the reptile hobby, there's controversy no matter which way you turn. Somebody's not always going to agree with what you're doing.
Everybody has the right to have their opinion.
Exactly. And their opinions don't need to dictate where you take your passion. As long as you're maintaining your animals well, they're taken care of, they're thriving, then you're doing your job as a keeper.
Correct.
So that's what you always got to remember, Jacob.
And ours live in penthouses.
Oh yeah.
Yes, which we're going to touch on green trees real quick, and then we're going to get on that, because I'm sure people are going to have questions on that. People drool over your displays. I know I personally drool over your displays. So green trees, you've already touched on. You have a couple different females. What are your plans for the Maniquori? Are you going to get a male Maniquori to go with her, or are you going to do like cross locality crosses?
Depending on the gender my Maniquori is, it's the snake, the opposite we're gonna get. So, what was it? We're supposed it was a female.
Well, it was sold to Scott as a female,
Okay.
but we haven't probed it because of the size yet. We're been waiting a couple days more, but she's tiny. So if it is a female, we're going to get a male. If it's a male, we're going to get a female. Hey, this is fun.
Well, I don't have any Maniquoris in my collection yet. So
Well, that would be another thing too. If we have a female, we might borrow one.
I mean, there's enough breeders out here in our area that have green trees. So
yeah, and you're in Florida also, correct?
Yes.
So
I'm 45 minutes from you, but I don't have any Maniquoris, and I have a lot of locality cross. So
there you go.
But still things to open up opportunity down the road, right? So let's talk about enclosures.
Well, I'll talk a little. So,
what got you building them first and foremost instead of sourcing them somewhere else?
Repeat that real quick.
What made you decide to build them instead of sourcing them from somewhere else?
Well, my father did cabinets. He built cabinets for a living when he was in his 30s. Close enough. So it's kind of about the same. We have the CNC machines and kind of just glued them together. He's gonna talk about all the specifics, but I'm kind of giving the base. So where
that actually shows the scale of the size of these. Oh, yeah. I mean, you see them in the background, you don't realize how big they are. They're big. Jake's gone.
I'm 6 foot.
Just under 6 foot, but yeah, I don't know what I just did, Jake.
Oh, here, let me.
So those have to be like a good 9 foot. Which actually it is 9 foot.
8 foot.
8 foot. I lied.
Without the pedals.
Just kidding.
No, you can tell they're huge.
Yeah.
There's another picture of you putting them together.
So those are actually our heat panels.
In a minute.
All right.
So I'll do the pictures first, and then I'll have Dad pull up show.
Yes.
What you guys have going on. And obviously, this is on the machine itself that you guys are cutting another piece that you're going to show.
Correct, and that's actually the light panels. Good picture. It's not a huge machine, but it does 54 inches wide and 110 long.
It does the job.
It does everything we needed to do.
So those are the actually our dawn or
dusk lights. Yeah.
Sorry. So those just come in. Those turn on in the morning. They turn off at night. Okay. So what we have on is actually the balance, and then when it's so.
Do you guys make your own perches?
Yep.
Yes. So those are PVC inch.
PVC. Actually, we got half inch.
You use a heat gun and crimp it and twist it.
Yep.
Okay. That is.
What do you use to seal it to do the coloring?
So,
because some people use like a gloss stain, like a gel stain.
So through my company, we use plastics, and that's why we have the machines to cut. We have it's actually an automotive product for spraying bumpers and dashboards and stuff like that. That's what we do. The first coat on the PVC that binds to the PVC, and then we just stain it. And cabinet builder, so we roll the stain on and brush it and highlight it and let it tack up and drag it and get the wood grain look to it. And honestly, the ones that have the smaller twist to it would be father, and the ones that have the crazy, this lunatic over here.
He's getting artistic with it.
Oh yeah, he loves it. But yeah, we just have an industrial heat gun, and we just hold it in front of it and twist it. We pinch the ends, and actually you can see the slats on the CNC. That's the open groove that our T-locks go into. We actually will drop the end of that on it and then twist.
Okay.
And then we have a jig that tells us our width. And when we get to the last, we'll have just like a needle nose vice grips on both ends, and we'll heat it up, and then we'll do the last twist. We'll lay it down in the jig, and then we're doing a tug of war to tug it, because as you twist it, of course, the PVC is getting shorter.
Yeah.
All mine fit perfect every time. The ones that he do, the insane twists on, it's like that much shorter. So we're doing tug of war. It's fun.
Yeah.
What can a 59-year-old and a 14-year-old do to have so much fun together? And this has really brought us together.
Yeah.
You know.
So show us, if you don't mind, your heat panels and the brackets you use.
Right in the face.
Snake bite.
So,
You're behind a panel, so the mic ain't gonna pick you out.
yeah, sure.
But we use just a regular heat tape. I can't remember where I order it from, but it's offline. We just ordered 30 feet of it, and then
Send it on the back.
the same PVC that we build, and we used a premium PVC, so it's got a really beautiful texture to it. But the drops for the doors and the drops from where else would we have drops? Just doors, I guess, on the front panels. But we make all kinds of crazy. The babies, the little racks you saw, that comes out of the drops. The heat panels, the racks for the babies come out of drops, because when we do the backs of these, the material's 4 foot. We use 3 feet, so we have 1 foot drop. That's what all our baby racks are made out of. And voila, 12 inches wide. So we just try to utilize everything. And then some of the things we do, just because it's
Just because.
going backwards trying to use drops, that we just cut up a whole sheet.
So, we're done with this. We have holes for the lights, for the light bulbs to poke through. And this is actually the heat panel, if you could.
Oh, yep. I didn't think about that, Jake. So these are actually, we utilize this as the door stop. So the acrylic doors bump up against this. So this sits vertical, hanging down, and then this piece here, we interlock with the heat panel.
Okay.
So
it'd be more.
Yeah.
It'd be
So
kinda
this
more
would
like
be inside the cage. This is what the doors bump up against to. So they're actually lit. You just can't see them because they're shining across the top of the cage. And then to get the wiring from this and this, I don't know if you've ever seen an emerald, but if you've got that much wire in the top of your cage, they will hang from it.
Yeah.
So all the wire runs down these tracks, and then when we CNC this, it's called a hog cut. We hog everything out, and then we use the part we don't as the standoff. So the heat can come out the side, the heat can come out the bottom, and then it all locks into that, and it becomes one unit. So the wiring for this runs across this all the way to the back of the cage. And by the way, when you see all this soldering and stuff like that,
It's a little ugly.
he
But-
does it.
That's awesome, though.
Yep. So
All right, so talk to us now about the heating, the lights in the enclosures themselves, and then your fogging system. How do you have it all set up?
We have
AC Infinity.
AC Infinity.
That's my thing.
Yeah. He does all the nerdy stuff.
The nerdy stuff. Oh, come on. Don't do dad like that.
So we just basically have an iPad Pro that controls each one of the enclosures. I've probably got it between me and the mic. And then you can go in and program everything. We can actually pull up graphs that show
It's up now.
history of all the way back for months. And what it does is we can watch the humidity swings. We can watch the lighting come on and off. We can see the heaters come on and off. And it's just a tool that when the heaters come on, of course, it's going to evaporate more water from the bowls and stuff like that. We do big glass water bowls. Of course, they demand water to be changed twice a week or else they don't like to drink. And then there's always you change 40 water bowls and the next morning, 5 of them are going to go, ooh, clean water. It'd be a shame if somebody in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if your green trees do it, but these
They do.
sure
They
love
very
it.
much do.
So
That's
we
what
just
I was doing before we hopped on tonight was cleaning fermented water bowls.
It's a great tool because it's the AC Infinity controllers actually come with heating probes. Love it. It controls the lighting. It controls the heating, the dusted on lighting and the main lighting. It controls the humidity. It just takes care of everything.
Can we do a quick pan of the room with the lights on?
Yep. Oh, you missed it there, Jake.
I love this room.
Oh yeah, it is a work of art.
It very much is. I love this room.
Turn on all the enclosures.
Like, Jacob, you have a room that some of us old people would literally kill for.
Oh yeah. Speaking of sheds, this is
That's the newest shed
Mickey.
from that baby up at the
That's
top.
yours. You see, very long. One big piece of shed. So, this is what I was talking about, because I know there's a few people that don't know what I'm talking about. These are the belly sheds when Dad was picking that on Yeti.
Yeah.
Just about like right here up on the neck. Just picked it in.
Well, yeah, he wasn't having any part of that.
Nope. But I was getting the eye caps, and he was perfectly fine with them. So.
It's a perfect little shed you got there.
Oh yeah, we have. I think the only ones we've had lately that were party poppers was Cortana, and Yeti, and I think Grogu.
Okay.
Grogu, which is.
So how many more enclosures do you plan on putting on that stack on that wall? It's an awesome room.
So you point it that way real quick.
Which way?
That way.
I was going to start with the babies.
Well,
well,
you want to see the babies first.
She's asking how many more we're gonna put on this wall.
Oh.
So we actually have one. We have one cage that we're working on right now. Yep.
Okay.
And we're planning on. So that's a 36 by 36 by 18. So.
No, that's 36 by 36 by.
I lied.
These are 24.
24. So.
All good.
So that's 36 by 36 by 24. And then we're wanting to make a 48.
Yeah, 48.
48 by 48 by 28 or 24.
Yep.
So.
And that will go where to get us to that orange tape.
And then we're building a shaka, a diamond cage. Corner cabinet. And it's just going to go directly into that corner like a diamond. And
so will all the cages you plan on adding tie directly into your current fogging system, or will you have
yes, can you point it on top of the cages, the racks?
Oh.
So if you look up there, we have I think those are inch.
The big ones are 2 inch.
2 inch.
And the smaller ones are 1 inch.
So the bigger ones are 2 inches, the smaller ones are 1 inch, and those feed down the entire way of the rack. and then each rack actually has a 1-inch drop down into it, and then if you look on the top, we have a
past Dad's
little
gator helmet.
Yep. And then we have a 90 that angles it down into the cage. For the bottom cages, when it condenses into like water droplets, it always drops in like the very back of the cage and it molds. And so we had to extend the pipe that's going into the cage a little longer. And they love to hang on top of it.
Well, to drip it into the water.
Yeah, to drip it into the water bowl, so I don't mold the bedding. But the snakes on the bottom absolutely love to hook on the bottom or the.
Explain why we have white paper towels.
All right, so Dad was going to show us the babies.
Babies.
Huh?
Babies.
Oh.
You take us back now, Dad.
Oh yeah. What do you want? The light on?
You want the light on?
Yeah, whatever works for you guys. Please.
I got it.
So what are you gonna do once you fill up this room?
What are we gonna do when we fill up this room?
Who are we kicking out?
Build a bigger house?
Yeah, build a bigger house.
Wow.
In this room, we can probably house 100 snakes once we get all of our racks.
Yeah.
Probably even more, to be truthfully honest. Because we have 40 in here, and we still have a lot more room to.
Oh yeah, you definitely have
house.
plenty of wall space.
So that's Reaper, that's Athena, that's our Maricarni. You know what I'm talking about. That's Quagmire and Lewis right there. That is Trauma.
Trauma's ready to eat.
That's Gamora. That is Draco. And then the one that's all the way at the end, that's Lucy. That's where Lucy's at. And that's not Aphrodite. Ashaka.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of space still in that room.
Oh yeah, we still got a bunch done. And then
Especially if you're gonna do the floor to ceiling, like
the one to the left right there, that is Harley Quinn. The one next to her, that is FaZe, which is our Anaconda. And then the one all the way to the right is our second little demon. That is what? Another high white?
Yeah, Vertigo.
That is Vertigo. That's another high white. And we're gonna hope to breed him. Or her.
Look at those two.
So are we expecting any more females to go this year?
So we have those two paired. And then we have Aphrodite. So that's really all we have right now.
All right, so we're encroaching on an hour. Knowing what you already know, what's something you would give for advice for somebody that's coming in, whether it's for
we've gotten multiple asks about how I handle my snakes, and this is gonna be the base of how I handle them. Don't be scared of the teeth. As a 14-year-old, I got bit.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
It hurts. It don't hurt too bad. It doesn't hurt as much as you would think it does.
She's seen pictures.
You know, for me, it's like, but I think it depends on the person, Dan. Because for me, it's more of like a mental thing. Like, did this thing really just do this?
You can't hear you.
Oh.
It's fine. He's probably gonna watch the video later anyways.
And then, oh, he's putting the earbuds back in.
What I do.
Dad, what's one piece of advice that you would give to somebody since you've been doing this a while?
On emeralds?
Just on anything reptile related, whether it's a new keeper, somebody who's interested in getting an emerald.
Do your research ahead of time and have all your equipment before you make the purchase.
That's very
Kind of
good.
one more thing.
Yeah, absolutely, Jacob.
Respect your animals very much.
Yeah.
Whenever you see me hold, especially when you're seeing me hold Loki, you saw how I was just very, very. No, I was being respectful. No,
Yeah.
whenever I was taking all the snakes out of the water bins because we were binning them because we had a mite outbreak. We binned everybody overnight, and they were all so stressed. I don't blame them. That's why actually Mailing bit me. Um, they were stressed. No, you have to be respectful. You have to understand that for to them, especially at night, all they're seeing is a big red spot. They don't know who you are. They can smell you, and especially if you had them for a while, they know your scent. They can smell you. They're gonna be like, okay, well, he's here. So
Do you do frozen thawed or live?
So for me, I do both. All of my, well, with the exception of this one, this guy will not take frozen thawed to save my life. The rest of my arboreals will take frozen thawed, and for that I'll alternate between ASFs, mice. For my big BX female, she'll get like a weaned rat on occasion, quail. But I also do have live. I offer live for my ball pythons, and I do for the smaller babies. Like I don't mind using a red hot live mouse, just to kind of mix it up a little bit for my guys. But yeah,
we went years without having any mites because we only do frozen thawed. I hate to say this, we try not to go to pet shows.
yeah,
Because you're just touching everything. Everybody's touching everything. Unfortunately, you can bring anything home. Anything can come home with you. We do frozen thawed just because no parasites, no mites, no nothing. They've been frozen. The babies, we got 5 on frozen thawed, and 5 would only take live. And getting live, all of a sudden we had a mite outbreak, and it's like,
I can see that completely because depending on where you're getting it and when I used to have to source from different places, sometimes I would source. I'm like, I'm not feeding this. Like I'm sorry, I wasted your time and my time. Like I'm just not going to buy these feeders. Yeah. For me, because I breed my own now and I keep it very like closed off. It's a little easier for me because I know what's going into my rats. I even go so far as to I will cull colonies that don't produce chonky babies. Like I want to be able to pick a baby up and it just hang and look like a little teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
I want thick, healthy babies because those are going to lead to thick, healthy feeders as they grow. Like, so it's different when you're breeding your own. I'd probably be more of a stickler, like I said, if I was sourcing them from other places.
And I don't think they came in on the feeders. Yeah. I think just us walking in, putting our hands on the counter, touching stuff in the store, walking around, doing whatever, I think we just, because 100 people walk up to that counter before you and put their arms on it every day. You're just picking up an egg, you're picking up a mite, you're picking up whatever, and then you bring it home to your collection.
Well, and even the shows, when I used to vend, I would actually go ahead and treat my animal. Like when I brought them back, I would go ahead and wipe them down with mite killer. I would go ahead and treat their bedding because I knew. And even still, I was a stickler with the hand sanitizer. Oh, you want to touch one of my animals? You're going to be dripping hand sanitizer.
You see the alcohol that we use. I mean, there's a reason for that. We're
and I'll knock on wood.
Yeah.
Never brought anything home. I don't vend anymore like that, so I don't have that problem anymore.
But that's the bane of your existence, when you've got arboreals, because they get mites. But there's so many ways out there. I'm not going to say any things that we purchase because I'm not a vet and I'm not going to recommend anything.
Yeah.
But there are so many videos out there of stuff that you can use. And we actually clean our bedding because we used a premium bedding. And that is so expensive. The cheapest we can get it is $20 a bag. Well, when you have all these monster enclosures, you buy 40, 50 bags at a time, you could drop $1,000 on bedding. So now we have a system that we bought. I got an account at Restaurant Depot, and we buy these 10-gallon little Rubbermaid trash cans like they use in bars. And we put all the bedding in that. And then we go down and we saturate that with water. Then we've got like a big, if you're going to have like a crawfish broil or whatever, the big aluminum containers with the holes in it, we'll dump it in that, strain it out. And then we get this big flat panel that we put it all on. And it's just how we clean our bedding anyways. And we were due, and it basically comes up to, we're in Central Florida and there was no hurricanes coming. And we had like 5 days of no rain. And I'm like, it's time to clean all these cages. And that's why you see the white paper towels in the cages, in case they do make a mess while we're cleaning everything. But we've got all the bedding clean, and now I guess this weekend we'll be putting it all back in. But yeah, mites and all this other stuff. What a pain. One thing we do though is if we bring a new animal in, especially if it's a wild caught emerald, we have a centrifuge. When they poop, we float it, and we have the float fluid, and Dr. Scott gave us one of his microscopes, and we check all their stuff. Thank God we've never had nothing. But also when everything comes out of quarantine, Jake's great with this. I mean, and he's got way better eyes than his father. But like, we'll do it right after we get them. And then we'll do it about 6 months later. And before they come out of quarantine, we check them again to make sure that they have nothing. And that's just part of our protocol. And we do a 1-year quarantine on all imports.
It's amazing.
Not so long on something we purchase from somebody else if we trust them. That's typically about 6 months at max. But those emeralds in that wall down there, they used to be in a back room, and glass enclosures. I'm pulling a Jacob. Enclosures back then. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock. I was supposed to be asleep an hour ago. But we actually keep any wild caughts will be in another room for at least 6 months before we even think about bringing them into those quarantines down there. Some people go longer, some people go a lot less, some people throw them right in with their collection. That gives me a stroke.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
No. Too much money in animals and investment in time and blood, sweat, and tears,
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
Especially where we're at right now, we ain't pulling any risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because, it's past your bedtime, it's past mine. I'm going to put you guys backstage for a minute. We'll wrap this up, and then I'll join you guys real quick.
Perfect.
But other than that, Jacob, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for giving me the honor of bringing you on for your first podcast. Be proud of yourself. You did well tonight. Okay? Thank you for having me. Thank you. And then, Joe, thank you, of course, for letting me have him on.
Absolutely. I kind of told him the story about it after we talked about it. I'm like, we're going to talk on the phone before you. And 15 seconds into the conversation, I told Jake, I said, all right, should be good.
Well, I appreciate it. I know as a parent, it's, letting our child be out there a little bit is kind of nerve-wracking sometimes.
Well, next time he'll sit here all by himself.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely. He'll be good.
So sometime next year, Jacob, I'm going to bring you back on. It's going to just be me and you.
All right.
All right.
And a bunch more babies.
Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully we can share notes. Hopefully, God willing, I will have had a clutch of green trees by then too, so we can just talk about all sorts of stuff.
We'll trade your green tree for an emerald. How's that?
We'll be able to talk about that.
You ready for an emerald? I'll drive one over to you.
We might talk about that.
Get the family price.
All right, I'm gonna throw you guys backstage real quick. Literally, give me just a few minutes, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in from the reptile hobby and from Jacob and Joe's friends and family as well. The support is always appreciated, and this was a fun one for sure. So with that being said, thank you again, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode.
Condo, corner where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Condo, corner watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.
From the shadows we move, striking out bright. In every twist we find the light. Breeding the best, gotta have patience in this game. Chondro Corner, where we make our name. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine.